because Rick Kincaid is someone we've talked about before. So Rick Kincaid, if you're out there, it seems like we're slowly keeping an eye on you, and it's I don't care. Haha. All right, so let's go. Let's move on. It's be fun. As in, we don't care how how great you're doing and everything like that as a whole. We're just happy you're a green skin and that you're coming out here. That's what really. So keep playing them orcs. You see our numbers were down at 40K stats by like 300 players, 300 games. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, what did Rick Kincaid bring this time?
He's got 3 beast bosses on foot.
Okay.
Captain Badrock.
Oh, that's it.
No enhancements.
Right, neat. Just neat to the point. Okay.
And then he brought 3 Beast Snagga boys.
Okay.
4 trucks.
I'm down with that.
And then a staple of his list, and why I remembered him was
the Burna Boyz.
5-man Burna Boyz.
Yeah, David liked that. David was like, yes, Burna Boyz have made it.
The unit of Flash Kiss be led by Captain Badrock.
4th truck.
2 units of Gretchen, and then 2 units of 3-man Squighog boys, and to round out 3 units of Storm Boys and 2 units of War Bikers.
Okay. I think my guy here just likes running the Flamers, to be honest. I don't because is he putting like how I just want to know how is he loading these trucks? Maybe it's just matchup dependent, because if you have 4 trucks and 4 10-man units you want to put in trucks, but then you have these 5-man units, what are you doing with them? Not sure.
I think they're more of a
not really sure what they're for, but hey, I just wanted to shout out to him real quick. Let's look at his matchups quickly. Just want to show a list, guys, right? Burna Boyz were talked about a lot when we came out here, and as in the orc community as a whole. We talked about Mega Knobs a lot, we talked about Burna Boyz a lot, we talked about Commandos a lot. We haven't seen too many of any of those in the last couple of ones to the whole community.
All right, in round 1, he actually beat Gene Stealer Colts.
Let's go. Let's see what the list was like.
He's got an Abominant, Biophagus, Nexus, 3 Primus, 1 Saboteur,
okay, one less,
and 4 units of Hybrid Acolyte, 5 units of Acolyte Fiber.
Okay, so 3 of the big ones and then 2 of the small ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then some Neophytes, 2 big units.
Okay, he's going for fat
and
bodies.
then 2 Aberrant units.
So this is
1 big, 1 small.
Okay, so it seems like whenever the Aberrants are kind of involved and starts taking chunks, because right there you could break that Aberrant unit into almost 3-4 different GSC units. That seems to make a difference when you're playing against orcs, at least, as they are like, oh, you want to give us this big, and really Aberrants aren't super hard for us to kill. They do punch really hard, but as we're orcs, we're fine, kill us. What do I even have that's going to give you a 330 point return that you're going to punch? Probably nothing. So not saying it doesn't make the game hard, definitely does. I'm saying that's why orcs kind of get some still play what it seems to be into these, when you get into like an expensive, I want to punch you really hard Aberrants into involved in GSC list, orcs do a little better because there's just not enough units in anymore. Because like I said, orcs don't like when you have a lot of units as well as them, meeting them, engaging with them. Us as the orc community guys, we like to initiate combat, we like to control our rate of attrition, and so you're pulling up the list, and yeah,
so unfortunately for Rick, he faced Jack Harpster in round 2.
Okay, that's my squishy buddy.
And
wait, why did I say that? Oops, whatever, dude. Fight me. All right, continue.
Jack Harpster was running the Grey Knights with the Brother Captain, Grandmaster, Caldor Drago, unit of 10 Terminators,
okay,
2 10-man blobs, and then 1 10-man blob of Paladins, a Calidus Assassin, and 1 Exaction Squad. So wow, he's going very heavy into these.
Can
Terminator
I see
units.
What weapons do they have in their Terminators? Incinerators. Yeah, so they have the Flamers, right? A lot of bolt. So overall, guys, why GSC are GSC? Why Grey Knights are playing this way? If you're not keeping up as a whole, I'll summarize it for you. A lot of OC, a lot of mobility because they can teleport away when you get close in the charging range. The librarians give them good mortal wound potential. Each dude is 3 OC, by the way, and the Flamers, right, with how we do Overwatch and the access to armor of contempt like a normal Space Marine, is really kind of what they're going for here. They're coming towards, I'll go take this part of the board where you're weak. If you start to pressure me on this side, I'll just almost like a redeploy all the way to the side of the table. I'll activate, kill a lot of your chaff. I punch hard enough that I chip your punching hard units, and then I beat you on the objective if I am there. And then when you bring reinforcements, I run away again. So I haven't
a really bad matchup with Rick's MSU stylist.
Yes, I haven't run. And like we said before, right? You're like, oh, well, if you have too much stuff, we can hold you in place. Well, if the big brick can teleport to different parts of the battlefield, and then it has Flamers to clear up the chaff and the small units that orcs would have necessarily slow them down, and then charge into whatever is holding the objective, and then win out on the objective due to more OC than whatever is holding there, even if it's multiple orc units that don't die. That's why it can end up being hard into orcs, right? Even this is how this circumnavigates the typical orcs do good into big death balls. Well, if the death ball has a bunch of Flamers and can fly all over the battlefield to the weak parts of your flanks when you're trying to make pushes and then charge away and teleport away from your charges, then it becomes a difficult match. There we go. Rick Kincaid still did good. Good job, buddy, for how you did out there.
And next round, he faced Blood Angels.
Okay, Blood Angels.
This is typically a good matchup for orcs here.
What's their little saying? Blood for Sanguinius or no?
Yeah.
I don't know. Never mind. That's blood. I was gonna say blood for the blood gods. See, I don't know. Whatever, dude. You guys are chaos. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No.
You got the Captain of the Jump Pack, Lamarty's Sanguinary Priest, 2 Assault Squad Jump Packs, 2 10-mans, Death Company Marines with Jump Packs, 2 Gladiator Lancers, 2 Infiltrator units, 2 Scout Sniper Squads, and a Whirlwind.
And this is his third matchup?
This was his third matchup, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Which he won 12.
Oh, he won this one?
8.
Yeah. I was like, dude, this looks like it could be a little difficult. Let's look at it. And then, okay. Yeah, he has the Whirlwind on there, a little jerk. Sorry. The Whirlwind.
Still running after the nerf.
The Scout Sentinels. Scout Sentinels, Star Snipers. Okay. I can see this, right? This player was going, I'm going to hold my backline with reliable backline units. The infiltrators or help, obviously, with your screening. A couple gunline units. As we said before with orcs, you can be a melee army. You still want some shooting. And he decided gladiators are worth that shooting. There he goes. A lot of jump packs, as he's a Blood Angel player. Obviously, he's going to bring a lot of jump packs. So the big bricks here, I know as a whole when I played Blood Angels before, and now that we have Fight and Death, you look at them and you go, hey, I can at least Fight and Death with you. And they're kind of soft, like Space Marines as a whole are kind of soft to orc. So yeah, he did a great job. I'm sure it was still a difficult game because them being fast and their great reliable punching is going to be an issue with a decent reliable gun line back there. So great job to you, Rick. If you ever see these videos for some random reason, give us a shout out and we can actually know your points of why you chose some of these things you did. What was the next matchup?
All right, and another close game.
Ooh, Magnus is love. Magnus is life. Okay. Magnus got crumped. And I'm just kidding. What did he win? Hold on before I said that.
Yeah, they got.
Oh, Rick lost.
It was a close game.
9-11. Whatever. He got crumped anyways for me. All right, whatever.
Had Armin, Infernal Master, Magnus, a few sorcerers, rubrics, most likely all with flamers.
Yep.
Is looking like it.
Okay. The Vortex Beast creeping in there. Are these all running the same? Are they all in the same Discord running the same list? I think that's what's going on, right?
Thousand Suns don't have a large range to choose from already, so
I mean,
you're gonna see no matter what.
They literally were like, this is the best list. Boom, run this. I haven't even seen like a second Vortex Beast on accident. They just ran almost the same things. Let's see how many they got flamers in the end or the cult.
No, they got Zingor Line.
And no flamers?
Okay. It's either you run Zingor Line or flamers.
Okay, yeah.
Depending on,
there you go. That's the difference.
That's gonna determine.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go in there and say this is the best list now. No, I'm just kidding. So but what was the score ratio here?
It was he lost 11-9.
Okay. I would have liked to see the mission. I'm sure he could have pulled it out with some decision making, guys. That's always a factor, right? T-Suns are still an excellent army. We're just giving here context, guys, right? I'm not ever gonna tell you how someone is amazing or horrible. That's up for you to decide. What was that? What'd you just look at?
And he stomped this list.
He stomped Be'lakor. Be'lakor to don't shoot me, lore. All right, yeah.
That's something consistent that orcs have been showing now.
Against Be'lakor specifically. If you put Be'lakor across the different orcs, orcs are kind of like, ha, 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 you know? So yeah.
So it's Be'lakor, Bloodthirster, Flux Master, Kiros Fate Weaver, which is the Lord of Change, Shalaxi Hellbane, which is the Keeper of Secrets name character.
Okay.
2 units of Nurglings, unit of horror, pink horrors,
Blood Crushers for the mortals,
Blood Crushers, and then 2 6-man flamers.
Oof, that's not a lot of units.
No,
not super durable units for the ones that are there, and even for the big ones, when you throttle and you hit them with the right stuff, they kind of fall apart. And they're not that fast. I mean, the whole point of demons right now, guys, is don't shoot me, and orcs are like, I didn't care to anyways, you know. And if they did, you got to get within range, right? You can get within range.
Yeah, so that's why Be'lakor is going to be on most demon lists because he has the shadow ability where you can't aim at anything within 6 inches, I believe, of him. Any demon within 6 inches of him that's further than 18 inches of your use.
And then you know what you do? You take flash gets, you drive run in there, you dismount, you just lay it on somebody. That's why you're like, what? I didn't even know there was a bubble. What? Like the orcs all confused. So just haha. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, demon player.
Flash gets shine so much in that situation. There are no shadows.
Haha, demon player. Sorry guys. He owns a really beautiful at Be'lakor, so I'm just poking fun at him. Obviously, I don't ever want someone to have a bad time. Yeah, what was the last matchup?
Last matchup, another close game. He dropped it to Gene Sealers. 11-9.
Oh, not the GSC. You know, guys, I have no games into GSC. I'll just be upfront and say that now. I've never even met a GSC player besides the local Games Workshop manager that I know. And he's not even a player. He owns, so this doesn't even count.
So, Biophagus, 2 Clamavis, Jackal Alphas, Nexus, 3 Primus, and you know we're gonna see hybrids and Accolade Neophytes here.
Yeah, I think we can button that up. Right now I think we should
Aberrants
and Aberrants. So the same. Okay, so he ended up still dropping this. Was it close or did he just straight lose it?
Yes, it was 11 to 9.
Pure strains. Oh, those guys can do. So let's look at. Okay, that was it for everybody. Shout out to Rick Kincaid. Just want to give some context.